I am live. Yo, how's it going, everybody? Why is this game so loud? I swear I have the music player off. I don't even want the fucking thing on right there. Hold on, let me, maybe we create a party. Game's a little bit too loud for some reason. While I am getting a party created, what's up guys? Is the TDG2000 here. And today we are going through some more Intel. PlayStation, do you please want to work? I love when I hit X on the PlayStation party, it loads and then it just kicks me out. Dude, come on PlayStation, please, thank you. And the game was just a little bit too loud. There you go. Okay, we should be good. Alright, so today we are going through Season 1's Intel. As you can see, Season 2 is actually, for me, it's like 6 hours away. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get the Season 1 done. Now, they dropped Firebase Z before Season 2, and so they just said that this is just called Season 1 Reloaded. As you can see, we still have Deep Machine stuff, but as we scroll down, we have some Firebase Z. So we will be going through all of the Firebase Z Intel today. And yeah, it should be pretty fun and easy. And don't tell me that you're going to cuck me here, game. We should be okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and get right into it with our Requiem audio logs. Our first one is Ravenov. Firebase Z is Maxis phones Weaver to let him know she has a contact inside Omega Group willing to provide valuable intel.
Are you still angry, Weaver?
I'm rarely angry, Sam. You should know that.
No. I know that you're just very good at hiding it. I have news.
Tell me what's going on, and please, Sam, don't lie. That would make me angry.
I have a contact within Omega Group. He wants to meet. Seen the intel he has firsthand. He's the real deal.
Okay.
There's an Omega operation underway at a facility about halfway between Hue City and Kaisan. Headed up by one of their top scientists, Dr. William Peck. You heard that name before?
I know the name all too well. He may have a brilliant intellect, but he's an arrogant narcissist who cares only for stoking his own ego. Above all else, he's a fucking traitor to this country.
I know. But this Peck is also about to help the Soviets secure the breakthrough they need to control access to the other dimension.
Okay, let's assume your intel is solid, and this is all true. You have to let Requiem take it from here. Where are you now?
This could be our only chance to catch up with the Soviets. I'm going to meet with my contact.
Sam, I don't want you to get yourself hurt.
Please don't be angry, Weaver.
Damn it, Sam.
Damn it, Sam. Alright. That was the first audio log. Hey. Hey, what's up? So the next one is they took her. Captain Ravenov, Maxis' contact in Omega, reveals to Weaver that Maxis has been captured.
Is this a secured line?
Who is this?
Is this a secured line?
As secure as they can be.
You're wrong. They're listening. They always are. That's why Maxis is where she is now.
You're the contact she told me about. Where is Samantha now?
When I arrived at the meeting, they were already there. Omega. They took her.
Did they hurt her?
They will keep her alive. At least, for now. They will have taken her to their facility. The one where you must go. Where you must send your people.
Who are you to tell me what I should do?
Oh.
I am Sergei Ravenov. I know
Sergei?
you need Vex research. I know you need to close the gap. I know you know how quickly you are falling behind. Their Ethereum research is way beyond yours. Way beyond anything you could imagine. Maxis would want you to stop them weaponizing it further. Even if it meant she sacrifices herself for the greater good.
If you're lying to me, if you betrayed her, if any harm comes to her, I will kill you myself.
It will not come to that. I have already told you, Omega are ahead of you. Every step of the way.
So I wonder who the fuck Sergei is on the map. Because there's a side Easter egg where you pick up a head, and it's just called Sergei's head. I mean, it wouldn't be Ravenov's head, but it's weird that his name is Sergei as well. And like Weaver's gonna kill Ravenov, right? Dude got stabbed in the eye. Fuck off. Meeting of minds. The Rec Room's senior staff discuss sending a rescue team to Outpost 25.
Thank you all for coming. I can see from your faces you look worried.
Concerned, not worried. There's a difference.
We believe we have identified the purpose behind Outpost 25, Omega's secret base in Vietnam.
And what is its purpose?
My contacts believe they have developed the technology to enter into the dark ether at will.
How marvelous. No, it's not fucking marvelous. It's another indication that we are losing this war.
Intel suggests they have successfully harnessed the energy of the crystals for purposes not yet known.
We have to send the team in. This is a chance to... Why are you raising your eyebrows like that?
I think the Major is reminding you, and not very subtly, that this is a military operation. We are merely advisors.
Well, am I wrong? We are going in, right?
Dr. Gray is correct. We need to send a team to secure their research. But we also have to extract the prisoner.
Your Russian contact? Surely he's burned. Or maybe even playing us for fools. This has got wrong written all over it.
No. The Russian contact is not a priority. I'm talking about someone else. Agent Samantha Maxis.
Ah, yes. The mysterious Miss Maxis. I thought she was more than capable of taking care of herself.
She is. But there's another player in the mix. One who may go out of his way to bring her harm. William Peck.
Oh, that's not good. Peck is a nasty piece of work.
Okay. Next up, we got our documents from Rec Room. Four of them here. Outbreak Zones Timeline. CIA document detailing the appearances of dimensional breaches since Omega Group restarted the cyclotron at Project End Station. Timeline of dimensional breaches. Per request from Director of Central Intelligence, Officer of Requiem has composed this listing of known dimensional breaches, aka outbreak zones, since the initial incident of the Morosco Nature Preserve. March 7, 1944, German scientists at the Project End Station facility near Poznan, Poland, used their experimental particle accelerator to punch a hole in the dimensional membrane, unleashing exotic energies and creatures from the dimension we now call the Dark Ether. Breach is contained but remains open until elements of the Red Army seal it on February 10, 1945. Records of the incident suppressed until 1983. Where'd I leave? There I am. Oh. November 1st, 1983. KGB Spetsnaz Omega Group arrive at end station site and restart the particle accelerator, excavating the original dimensional breach. This time the damage is global. New outbreak zones immediately begin to appear around the world, including sites in rural Venezuela, Namibia, Vietnam, and the largest known breach in the Ural Mountains of Russia. which I believe is going to be Outbreak, if I'm not wrong, the new game mode. But Venezuela, Namibia? I've never heard of that country, but possible map locations. Omega is forced to withdraw from End Station without repairing the dimensional damage. November 5th, 1983, Signet indicates Omega Group responds to an outbreak zone near Baku, Azerbaijan. Never heard of that place. November 13, 1983, Requiem Strike Team arrives at End Station and succeeds in destroying the facility, finally closing the original breach, but the dimensional membrane separating us from the dark ether remains fragile, and outbreaks continue to appear. So that's D Machine. November 22nd, 1983, Outbreak Zone appears with NATO FOB near Hanover, West Germany. Satellite Potent reveals Omega Group construction activity near the Vietnam Outbreak Zone. January 11, 1984, Outbreak Zone appears at a Menendez Cartel cocaine processing site in rural Nicaragua. January 18, 1984, Outbreak Zone appears at Shan State Irregulars base in Laos. Signet indicates subsequent Omega Group containment operation. January 19, 1984, Outbreak Zone appears in Miami South Beach District. So that's a lot of Onslaught, talking about D Machine, Firebase Z, a little bit of Outbreak, a lot of stuff in here. So far, all of the above have been successfully cordoned off and their existence kept secret from the outside world. Requiem continually monitors communications and satellite photon for signs of new dimensional breaches. Okay, so actually, so those aren't going to be new map locations then, because it just said right there that we took care of all those locations, so never mind. Requiem Formation Memo. Director of Central Intelligence, KC, informs President Reagan about the newly created CIA Office of Requiem. Memorandum for the President. From William J. Casey. Subject, Formation of CIA Office of Requiem. Following up on our emergency briefing regarding the recent spate of so-called outbreak zones around the world, we believe we come up with a response that will satisfy our NATO allies' queries and ensure they have a seat at the table. My staff at Langley, with help from DoD, have created the CIA Office of Requiem specifically to contain and suppress this new threat. Initially, attempts to quarantine affected areas and prevent a global panic still amount to stopgap measures. Our new rapid response unit is a long-term solution to the problem. Official directives will be issued and appropriate paperwork filed, but we're moving as fast as possible right now, and I want to get up to speed on where things stand at present. Number 1, purpose. Office of Requiem will deploy clandestine strike teams to cordon off outbreak zones, prevent them from spreading, and gain vital intel on the nature of the enemy. We will also provide cover stories to local media designed to create trespassers out without attracting unwanted scrutiny. We already have a PR operation handling the media side. My focus right now is the people at the point of contact, the strike teams, command and support. Number 2, command structure. I've tapped Associate Deputy Director Redacted from the Directorate of Science and Technology to serve as Director of Requiem. So, actually no, I don't think that's Weaver. Hell, he's been so instrumental in pulling this together, he pretty much tapped himself for the job. Beneath the Director, 4 department heads will handle different aspects of the operation field. Of the operation. Field operations, weapon development, energy research, and biology. I have a short list of candidates, but it's too soon to mention names yet. Field ops. Thanks to quick work by the NATO Military Committee, Rec Room strike teams will include Spec Ops personnel volunteered by the NATO member states. Classified status. Office of Rec Room will officially not exist like other clandestine operations. It will be funded from the Department of Defense black budget. Additionally, funding will come from NATO, though we're still working out the details. I will keep you apprised for further developments as they occur. William J. Casey, Director of Central Intelligence. We got Requiem staffing announcement. CIA document announcing the appointments of Weaver, Carver, Gray, and Strauss to the Office of Requiem Senior Staff. Office of Requiem names department heads. Staffing decisions have been made and roles accepted by the candidates chosen to lead. The 4 divisions comprise the newly established CIA Office of Requiem. They are the following. Field Operations. Special Agent Gregory Weaver is promoted to the rank of Special Operations Officer for this role. There was some internal pushback due to Weaver's previous designation as an enemy combatant during Operation Cherubis, but that designation was rescinded? Requiem's director chose him specifically for this assignment, and the DCI agreed. Weaver's unorthodox approach to covert ops may be exactly what needs to take on the unprecedented threat. You had to pick Weaver, man. You couldn't pick anybody else. Anyways. Containment and security. Major Mackenzie Carver is well known to many in the intelligence community, a veteran of the Korean and Vietnam conflicts. Mac has served as a DoD liaison to CIA for over a decade. While his blunt talk and aggressive demeanor have sometimes impeded his career advancement, those qualities are well suited to his role at Requiem, applying data and materials from Requiem Ops to deliver weapon systems capable of keeping Soviet aggression in check. Unnatural Sciences. Dr. Elizabeth Gray is a top research scientist in the field of genetics and biology. Her papers in anaerobic organisms and speculative thesis on alien biomes earned her the invitation to lead Requiem's study of the other dimension and the creatures emerging from it. Her lack of military background was flagged as a concern, but she offers an outsider's perspective the director deems vital to our success. Number 4. Energy Research. Dr. Oscar Strauss will lead studies of the new discoveries in outbreak zones to determine scientific and military applications. However, his past associations with the Nazi regime make Strauss a controversial choice. The director points out the same was true for Werner von Braun, who led NASA to the moon. For now, Strauss has our full support. And we got our C cipher. Recovered Requiem cipher decryption is required. Now, fucking go look at somebody else's video to uncover that shit. Alright, so next up we got, there was actually 0 radio transmissions on D Machine for Season 1. So we got 12 radio transmissions here. Omega's advantage. Weaver tells the team that Omega is pulling ahead in the Ethereum arms race.
Team, I can't overstate just how important this mission is. We're at risk of falling so far behind, we may never catch up. My contacts in the field have provided intel that suggests Omega are not only advancing their Ethereum applications, but have in fact harnessed the power to move in and out of the other dimension at will. The other dimension, well, it's got a name that you may have already heard. I'm not exactly sure who first coined the term, but we've taken to calling it the Dark Ether. The name is probably no more ominous than the reality. Omega's next move will doubtless be to try to weaponize it. I'm sure I don't have to tell you how bad that will be.
Next up, this is personal. Weaver stresses to the team that they need to rescue Maxis.
You already know what the mission parameters are. You know what needs to be done. Even if we can't apprehend Peck, we must recover what remains of his intel. But there's more than that. You are already someone who knows when to read between the lines. You are someone who knows there are other battles to be won. Battles to avoid a bigger war. This is personal for me. You need to make every effort to extract Samantha Maxis. I'm trusting you.
Yeah, Weaver, sorry, man. I'm just gonna exfil on round 11. What do you mean you don't have Maxis? This shit cracks me up. Peck, Weaver has a few words about the despicable Dr. Peck.
William Peck. This fucker is a traitor. He deserves to be brought to justice. If you want to know what you're dealing with, I think it would be entirely appropriate to call him a malignant narcissist. However smart he may be, or thinks he is, the only thing he cares about is himself. Strange as it sounds, we could really use him right now.
Between us, Carver reminds the team to seize Omega's weapon research.
Outpost 25. Just look at this place. This hilltop used to be a U.S. Army fire support base called Ripcord. Nothing left of it now. This construction's all new. Our intel report said it was walled off. Impenetrable. Omega's very own Fort Knox. Not hard to see why. I'll make this clear. We're behind. Requiem's made progress, but it pales next to what Omega's accomplished. Teleportation, a new kind of super battery, and that assault rifle won't be long until the Reds have it in mass production. If we could recover that rifle tech, or their research on weaponization, it would be a very good day for Requiem. Hell, maybe I could pass it along to the DOD, give them something to cheer about. But we'll keep that one between us, won't we?
Alright, next up is WAND. Carver discusses one of his contributions to the war effort.
Now, all this sour talk doesn't mean Requiem hasn't had some wins. You're equipped with one right now. The WAND's Weaponized Ethereum Neutralizer device. Cool toy, right? Little pet project of mine. One of my men brought me the concept, and once I saw the schematics, I realized the tactical edge they provide in the field. Allocated one of our science teams to develop the tech. Dr. Strauss initially objected because, of course, that grouchy old German did, but he eventually came around. Sure, the names might be a little splashy, but you gotta let the eggheads have a little fun during R&D.
The Stick, the team's mission to Vietnam, stirs up old memories in Carver.
I won't lie. It's a strange feeling sending you to Nam. Feels like yesterday I was being flown out. Man, that first week. It was hot, wet. No matter what you did, you couldn't get rid of the stick. You try washing it off and it just make it worse. And don't get me started on the damn lizards in the showers. Hard years. I lost men. Family, brothers. And there was a patchy snow. But that's a story for another time. Let's just say when we came back, the stick stuck with us. I spent years trying to clean it off.
Blacksmiths and architects. Strauss sees the potential of Omega's work and he's certain he can improve upon it.
Here you are, Outpost 25. The progress they have made at this facility. We may as well be the NACA watching the Sputnik launch. I would be lying if I said their Ethereum-based power source hadn't caught my eye. It is interesting work, albeit crude and unrefined. They approach the process like a blacksmith when what it needs is an architect. Recover that research, and I will refine their work in weeks, ending this Ethereum energy space race before its barely begun.
Okay. Not unlike oxygen, Strauss muses on Ethereum's properties and its importance to the Dark Ether's denizens. Don't ever say that word again. I swear to God. If they bring back denizens, I'm deleting the game.
Ethereum has proven to be fascinating in both its gaseous and solid crystalline states. It appears the infected and dark ether creatures require it for their very survival, not unlike oxygen in our own reality. We've observed that the farther you are from a breach, the less exposure you risk. If Ethereum is their oxygen, this explains why they are restricted to these outbreak zones. But I suppose this is all rather boring to you. I may as well be attempting discourse with a slab of meat, a bovine with a submachine gun. You would do well to remember how Ethereum has benefited you in the field. Major Carver's WANDs, the experimental explosives you clear pathways with. Two examples of things that would not exist if not for my work. You're welcome.
Denizens? I hope to bring back. I'm excited. Yeah, that's a little scary. A storied career. Strauss recounts his harrowing path from World War II German atomic scientist to head of Requiem's Energy Research Division.
The goal of my work has always been to create the tools necessary for humanity's improvement, not its destruction. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. But I was very young when the Uran Verein whisked me from university to end station. I was promised the opportunity to explore a new frontier of atomic research. When I realized that meant weapons research, I requested reassignment. Though my transfer would be to a much more insidious project led by Dr. Friedrich Steiner. After a year, I literally could no longer stomach it. I defected as part of Operation Paperclip. It has been something of a storied career since then, but given Ethereum's potential, I am still hopeful Requiem will make the right decision on where to focus its efforts.
Alright. The thick of it. The thick of this. The thick of this. The thick of this. Gray ponders the unthinkable. What if Omega has learned to control dimensional portals?
Well, we're in the thick of it now, aren't we? So far, these breaches have been random, and we've had to scramble to react to their sudden appearance. But if Omega has the tech to control when and where these portals open... Nope. Shouldn't even entertain that thought. Maybe it's just down to the region's dimensional fragility and they haven't actually developed the tech to open them willy-nilly. At least not yet. Now, as for this whole conscripted labor thing, forcing people across the threshold to collect crystals and data, that is not okay. Hopefully my device will help us solve that problem. At least in terms of research gathering. More on that later.
Transformative properties. Gray wonders why Ethereum affects people differently and why the infected take on different forms.
What I'm still really keen to understand is the transformative properties of Ethereum. You saw what happened to those poor sods at End Station. Some of the infected remain mostly humanoid, while others resemble more powerful, evolved creatures. What made their transformations different? Take that infected Omega soldier, the one who helped us with the particle accelerator. Why did he turn into that? That's one of the things I'd like to answer. Maybe not here, maybe not today, but it's on the list.
Genetic secrets. Gray discusses the possible benefits to be gleaned from the dark ether.
We've seen the element's impact on humans and the environment, the infected transformations, the blossoming crystals. Now, what I'm really eager to learn is, can we harness and control the effects? Keep the benefits and discard all the crap that hurts us? We saw what happened when Boyer genetically modified bacteria. We got insulin. Changed the world. So what if we alter bacteria from the infected? What genetic secret do you unlock? Super strength? Pain resistance? Immortality? Okay, no, actually, I do not like the sound of that at all. I know I'm essentially working for the military now, but I'd really rather focus on how all this helps the world. Helps people. That's what I want. I hope you feel the same.
Alright, that is all of our radio transmissions. We got the Rate K-84 blueprint. The weapon blueprint of Kuklay's prize invention. Its design was partially inspired by recovered schematics for the generator Koasa Zavisky 45, a proposed weapon from World War II that never made it beyond concept. It is unclear why Peck was so uninterested in Kuklay's prototype, but it will be invaluable to Rec Room's weapons research. Remember to hide parts from stupid Peck. Nice. I like the blank back. Cool. Weapon trial folder. Kuklay's weapon trial folder detailing testing and development of his experimental prototype will be helpful for Requiem's own weapons research. Now that's just in Russian, can't read. Nice back. Kuklay's diary. Recovered from a storage locker, the journal offers deeper insights into Omega's research and Kuklay's disdain for his immediate supervisor. Wow, nice. Ray K-84 prototype. The Reaktorny Evotomat Kuklay 84. Oh, that's what it stands for. The Reaktorny Evotomat Izlukatel Kuklay 84, aka the Ray K-84, was developed by Dr. Dmitry Kuklay and first manufactured in 1984. The experimental prototype fires fully automatic energy bolts, but also comes equipped with a ballistic vortex grenade launcher. When detonated, the grenade creates a temporal distortion field, slowing time for anyone caught inside, acquired by Requiem agents for analysis. Ooh, look at that fucking thing, dude. Dude, that's pretty. Dude, that's fucking pretty, actually. It's really cool. Alright, so that is it for our Requiem. Now on to Omega. First up is our audio logs from Omega. Dimensional Fertility. Having received approval for the construction of Outpost 25, Peck discusses the opportunities the new site will offer Omega Group.
Personal log, Peck, November 9th, 1983. 2 days ago, I identified and submitted the perfect location for Phase 2. After assessing the dimensional breach outside of Kaysan, I found a mountaintop formerly occupied by an American base called Ripcord. It has the ideal dimensional fertility to suit our project's needs. I just received word an agreement was reached with the Vietnamese government, and construction is set to begin on the 11th. What excellent news. So far, the breaches have been uncontrolled, which greatly restricted our ability to take advantage of this new dimension. But, if we are able to open our own stabilized gateway that operates under our control, well, I mean, come on. We'll be the first with free reign to pilfer, pillage, and plunder an alien world, untainted and ripe with resources ready for extraction. It will give us a considerable edge over my former countrymen. Good riddance to them.
Alright, Omega Group scientists Peck and Kukle initiate Dimensional Portal Test number 32.
This is Dr. William Peck. It is the 8th of January, 1984, 1:13 a.m. This is test number 32 for Dimensional Breach.
Must you start with that every recording?
Do not interrupt, Dimitri. This is your chance to learn something from a real scientist. As I was saying, test number 32. Dr. Kukle, you may proceed.
Activating resonator. Beginning magnetic amplification. Dimensional barrier identified. Beginning particle distortion.
Barrier membrane integrity at 50%.
Amplification is still approaching the limits prematurely.
Increasing voltage output from the Therium crystal. It's working. Membrane integrity at 40%.
Amplification has reached maximum safety parameters.
Let it ride, Dimitri. Let it ride. Increasing voltage output.
Amplification exceeding safety parameters. I'm shutting it down.
You touch that button, I'll have you gutted like a fish and fed to your comrades in Solyanka soup. Membrane integrity down to 10%.
You mudak! You'll get us killed.
Great. Adjusting distortion frequency to pattern echo
4. My God.
Eat your heart out, Dr. Vogel. We'll see who history remembers.
Jesus Christ. Ethernauts. While noting his first successful teleporter test, Peck discusses the role played by his Dark Ether miners and the steps taken to deal with the effects of their labors.
Peck here. Personal log, March 19th. After weeks of phasic misalignment resulting in numerous anatomical displacements, today marked our first successful teleportation test. I'm sure Private Pashkov was happy to arrive with all parts intact. After the generators last month, this marks the second milestone achievement for Outpost 25. I must admit, our rapid progress is due in no small part to our Dark Ether miners, or Ethernauts, as the Kremlin has chosen to call them. Dr. Kukle tells me crystal collection is up nearly 240%. This intake volume has allowed our scientists to continue working around the clock, and is frankly how we have accomplished this impressive feat. It is true some don't return, but I'm told it's a small percentage. That said, many of those who do return have displayed physical and psychological symptoms, ranging from infection to amnesia. Unfortunately, these subjects after study must be euthanized. I've spoken with Kukle about developing a memory transference machine. Give us the chance to at least recover the affected's memories. That will take time to construct. So, in the interim, I'm developing a truth serum to assist with interviewing the amnesiacs. Maybe we can pry the truth from their damaged synapses, so their deaths won't be a total waste.
The autonomy lesson. Peck and Kukle perform an autopsy on a Dark Ether creature that is more than meets the eye.
Proceeding with examination of upper abdomen. Dimitri, retractors.
Placing the retractors.
Organs appear somewhat similar to our own, but everything seems merged, interlinked. Observe the lungs. Similar location, but its pleura extends and connects directly to the heart, passing through the endocardium. There appears to be something engraved on the interior of the creature's back. What is that?
Что за черт? That is a face.
Yes, there does appear to be a warped, stretched pigmentation that resembles a human face.
Resembles? Look! It even has a bump where the nose should be. Wait. No! It is Private Glasgow! We sent him to the other side last month, but he never came back. Is this thing him?
That last remark is to be struck from the record. We have no proof this creature is Private Glasgow. Let's continue. suppose that's as good a place as any to terminate the session. Subject has turned itself into a cassette tape.
Weird. Kukule's payback. Kukule vents his true feelings about Peck and makes a fateful decision about his weapon project.
Fucking stupid good. I hate Peck. Be quiet, Dimitri. This is a chance to learn from a real scientist. Dimitri, do this. Dimitri, do that. Shame on you, Dimitri. I will have you turned into soup. I am Dr. Peck. I'm a big, smart, real scientist. Fuck you! How about that, Peckerman? Fuck you!
Man, drunk as hell.
I decide enough. Time to work on my own invention. I take the Ethereum crystal and I design new rifle that would make Kalashnikov weep. And what does Peck do? He laughs! Says it is waste of time. Calls it a child's toy. Stop being so small-brained, Dimitri. Small brain, I show you, Peck. No, oh, shit. You are not the only smart man at this facility. Peck wants me to give up. Probably because Peck wants to steal it for himself. Now he can never assemble it. When I leave this place, I will take it with me and sell it to the highest bidder. Maybe I underestimated you, Dr. Kukule. Of course you did, Peck. You see, I always have had a keen eye for opportunity.
Interesting. Gorev pays a visit with new orders from the Kremlin.
That's not to say I don't have my suspicions. Once I've gathered sufficient evidence, did I not say no interruptions? Gorev, you're here. In Vietnam?
In the flesh, comrade. What? Old friend cannot be visited? You look so rigid, Beck. So nervous. You remind me of San before he does his silly theater shows. He freezes up, like he sees ghosts and forgets lines. That or he soils his pants. I trust that is not the case here. Sit down, please, before you hurt self. You look rather pale, even for you. How are you not getting sun here in such temperate climate?
May I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Gorev?
I am here with special message. One I decided to deliver personally. We intercepted communication from BND agent Mexis. You remember her? The leaked in-station tape?
Why would I give a rat's ass about her? Isn't she dead?
It is funny you say this, because not only is she very much alive, but she has turned one of your men. At this very facility, he is planning to deliver your research to Requiem.
I find that highly improbable.
Highly improbable. Why do Americans talk like this? It is either truth or not truth. Why must you be so non-committal to facts? I do not understand this.
What exactly do you need from me?
Orders from Colonel. And orders are simple. Pretend to be Mole. Apprehend Mexis.
Then what?
Interrogate her, torture her. I don't need to know the specifics. As long as she confesses and reveals who Mole is, I am happy. It is good when I am happy, yes?
I'll take care of it personally.
Alright, to dust you will return. Peck has Max brought to his Omega portal chamber.
So, Sam, do you realize realize what this is? Do you even know? Of course you don't. So I'll tell you. It's a gateway into the other world. Have you ever even dreamt of such a thing? Have you ever imagined what it would be like if everything you knew to be true was just turned upside down, changed forever? That's what this represents. It's a door to another world, one that could enrich or destroy everything depending on who holds the keys. Look at you. Resolute. Stubborn. Your silence isn't going to help you in any way, you know. In fact, it's just going to make things worse. We will find your informant, believe me. That's the funny thing about secrets. They can't stay secret forever. Sooner or later, they are always exposed, along with all their inherent beauty or ugliness. You know, I don't think you realize just how small of a cog you are in this machine. You're close to nothing. Worthless. No one is coming for you because no one cares about you. Honestly, I'm doing you and the world a favor. We are made from Earth, and we will return to Earth. Some of us sooner than others. From dust you are, and to dust you will return.
Outpost 25 has fallen. Peck sends an emergency message to Omega Group headquarters informing them Outpost 25 is now an outbreak zone.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Is anyone there? The dial tells me this is the correct broadcast frequency, so I'm just going to assume you can hear me. Whichever Omega lackey happens to be receiving this transmission, start dialing the Colonel. Now! I've got a, developing situation over here. Outpost 25 has fallen. Everyone here is either dead, dying, or infected. I'm the last one alive. I want to make this unequivocally clear. This is not my fault. It was the gateway. Without warning, it unleashed a massive burst of Ethereum. The infection spread quickly, and as my men began to turn, I observed a phasic barrier surround the base. My men tried to escape, but anyone who entered this phase quickly succumbed to a terrible case of death. More creatures keep arriving every hour. I'm trapped in a room with little food and only a literal pot to piss in. Get me the hell out of here!
Alright, so next up we got our documents. Authorization to conscript. The Committee for State Security grants Outpost 25 permission to conscript Ethereum miners, including political prisoners and enemies of the state. Authorization to conscript Ethereum miners. Having reviewed all progress reports from Outpost 25 in Vietnam, and in light of recent losses of valuable Spetsnaz operators, the chairman approves the Colonel's request for volunteers to carry out Ethereum mining duties in the Dark Ether dimension. Ethereum miners has quickly gained paramount importance as we have come to understand the element's unique properties. The fruits of this labor will allow the Soviet Union to explore new scientific frontiers that may ultimately be a decisive factor in our eventual triumph over the forces of greed and imperialism. But such progress always comes at a cost. The chairman salutes those brave souls who have gone missing in the Dark Ether. He expects those who follow to complete the tasks begun by their betters. Omega Group forces at Outpost 25 are instructed to begin recruiting Ethereum miners from their local population. Conscription will be carried out in conjunction with the authorities in Dao Thanh Hieu and Quang Tri provinces. Antagonizing our North Vietnamese comrades would be counterproductive, and they will be eager to rid themselves of undesirable and intellectuals who may prove to be ideal Ethereum miners. To help accelerate The process, the Kremlin will provide additional Ethereum miners from prisons and work camps across the Soviet Union. Even enemies of the state can serve the greater good. The chairman expects that this will put an end to the loss of Spetsnaz personnel while increasing Ethereum collection yields. Omega Teleporter Blueprint. Blueprint of the Ethereum-powered teleportation device developed at Outpost 25 includes notes on early malfunctions. Teleportation prototype Exoscience Research Omega. Approved for teleportation, weapons loaded or unloaded, clothing of various materials, humans, restrictions apply, all footwear except sandals, paper and similar materials, headgear, glasses, helmets, caps, computation machines, Ethereum contact canisters, mechanic tools / equipment, crates containing any of the above, not approved for teleportation, worn sandals, 2 documented occasions of sandals fusing with feet, fish. Officer Kustov had a dozen goldfish merged into a singular homogeneous blob, still alive. Dogs have vanished only to reappear days later, on fire and very aggressive. Produce and uncooked meat will arrive rotten or worse. Private Oleg Gusev, you know why. You should be ashamed of yourself. Disgusting. Banned. What? 19 March 1984. You know why. You should be ashamed of yourself. Disgusting man. Ethereum Production Report. PEC expounds on the limitless potential for Ethereum-based energy production and the ability to refine Ethereum to increase its potency. Ethereum as a power source. Author Dr. William Peck. Summary. I am pleased to report my work here at Outpost 25 is yielding breakthroughs even I dared not expect. The resources you so generously allocated for construction on the former site of Firebase Support Base Ripcord were definitely money well spent, and I am close to giving the USSR a massive strategic advantage over the West. As I predicted, Ethereum, the novel element originating from the dark ether dimension, is proving to be a remarkable source of energy that lends itself to a variety of applications. To put in layman's terms, this stuff is the new plutonium, only better, like plutonium. Wait. What? Oh, like plutonium, Ethereum can yield tremendous amounts of energy, enough that the Soviet Union need never be dependent on foreign oil, unlike my former countrymen. And again, like plutonium, it can be refined to increase its potency and bring it to what you might call weapons grade. I am currently perfecting the process with enough time and a lot more samples. I believe we can achieve practical limitless energy yields. This is not This is not just an evolution of energy production, it is a revolution. America and the NATO countries are way behind us on the Ethereum front. We can extend our lead if we keep collecting more Ethereum specimens. I appreciate the brave Spetsnaz operators who have been doing this work, and I honor their sacrifice. Rest assured, I'm working on better communications while they're on the other side to help them come home safely. Dr. William Peck, Exoscientific Phenomenon Research Lead, Omega Group. Specimen K7-1924. Omega Group medical document detailing the autopsy of shape-shifting creatures. Spetsgruppe Omega autopsy report. Examiner Dr. Dmitry Kukle. Species unknown. Date 11 May 1984. Identification Specimen K7-1924. Subject is Specimen K7-1924. Recovered from Dark Ether Dimension on 09 May 1984. Subject recovered by miner Tobias Schenk. Subject was captured alive. While caged, subject transformed into several common objects seemingly at will. Weight of subject changed based on the object it transformed to. Subject took form of crate, equipment storage container, chair, rifle, Ethereum container canister. Subject was terminated after escaping containment by taking form of rifle. Guard unwittingly opened cell, not realizing. With additional research, we could... Damn it. With additional research, we could potentially adapt creatures' camouflage ability for humans. Warfare implications are massive. Prior to termination, subjects use prehensile tentacles to attack soldiers as it stormed through base. Tentacles appear to operate independently from arms and legs. So, fuck. A subject able to extend tentacle... Wait. Tentacles appear to operate independently from arms and legs. Subjects able to extend tentacle and grapple unsuspecting humans. Upon examination, DNA is part human. Disfigured face observed in autopsy report resembled that of Private Glaskov, MIA last month at Dark Ether Dimension. The P cipher. Go ahead and look that up. And the G cipher. You can look that up on your own. Radio transmissions, yay!
To my friends at Omega HQ, back here at Outpost 25 with an update on my situation. Requiem is here, and believe it or not, that's actually good news. Now, why would you say that, Peck? I can hear you ask. Well, let me explain. Do you know what I love about Requiem? They're idiots, and idiots are good for one thing. Following instructions, obeying without a moment's hesitation, like a lemming leaping off a cliff. Well, these little Requiem lemmings leapt right into restarting the power for me, which means I can now begin satellite transfer of all our work back to Omega HQ. The facility may be lost, but Omega's work will live on. Don't thank me, thank Requiem. What good, little lemmings.
Alright, next up, not built to last. Valentina responds to Peck's distress messages with more than a little Stratenfude.
Oh, Beck. When I heard of your situation, I cannot say I was surprised. What was it? Experiment gone wrong? Did you forget to carry the 1 in equation? Drop deadly vial? Or was it worse? Something more sinister. How many men have you sent to their deaths in other dimensions? Maybe one came back for revenge? Rest assured, we are assessing situation. It does not look good for you. I told them it was big risk hiring American. They are not built to last. I'll report back soon with our decision.
Yeah, so true. Do try to stay alive. A second message from Valentina gives Peck a glimmer of hope.
Peck, it is Valentina again. Omega has made decision. And looks like your ace-up sleeve actually worked. We are receiving your satellite transfer. Download should be complete within an hour. Once it is done, you are to destroy mainframe. Ensure there is nothing left for Requiem to acquire. Omega teams are en route to your position for evac. ETA 2 hours. Do try to stay alive until then. Valentina out.
Gorev's disappointment. Gorev does not mind words when explaining to Peck his current predicament.
Hello, Peck. I have been informed to your current situation. Most unfortunate, especially for men with bright future. I had big hopes for you. An American in Moscow, like classic Hollywood movie, huh? I was Gene Kelly, and you, well, you were the other one. When I last spoke to you, I gave you simple task. Capture Mexes, find them all. Simple. 1 week later and you have outdone yourself. You have destroyed your base, gotten
countless loyalists killed. But at least you learned who Maul was, da? But wait. This is not true. You did not find Maul. You also lost most valuable intelligence assets because you think it was a smart idea to throw her into other fucking dimension. Do not worry, Peck. Gorev is here now to clean up your mess. I will find your Maul. For his sake, I hope he is dead. If he is not, he will soon wish he was.
Alright, now we got some artifacts. Kuklei's Eye. Biological remains of Dmitry Kukley, Omega Group scientist. Dude, that looks tasty. I'd eat that. Ew. That looks gross. Would you eat that? Revanov's ID badge. Revanov Omega ID badge grants access to restricted areas as well as lockers and containers. Agent Delivery System. The Agent Delivery System was designed for mass dispersal of Peck's truth serum. As conscripts returned from the Dark Ether, their reports were often inconsistent or filled with impossibilities. In an effort to get accurate statements, Peck developed a special truth serum. While reports have noted that its hallucinogenic properties put users in an altered state, it has proven highly effective. Essence Trap. The Essence Trap and the Memory Transfer Station were developed to recover the memories from individuals who had succumbed to their Ethereum infections when deployed near an infected creature. The trap siphons any remaining memories from its former human self. Ether Meter. Developed by Omega Group, the Ether Meter is a scanner used by soldiers and conscripts sent into the Dark Ether to mine Ethereum. The Ether Meter was critical in locating fresh Ethereum crystals ready for harvesting. Alright, next up is our girl Maxis. Not who we are. Maxis questions the motivations of her Omega Group contact Ravenov.
You received the files, yes?
Yes, I received the files, but I have not reviewed them. My situation is changing.
You are no longer with the BND?
Let's just say I am more of a free agent now. There are many spies and traitors within our national institutions.
I understand.
Which leads me to wonder, why are you a traitor? I've seen your record. A founding member of the KGB counter-terrorist detachment, Alpha Group. You took part in operations across the globe. Central America, the Caribbean, Angola, Afghanistan.
Yes, I am a loyal soldier of the Soviet Union. And I have done questionable things. Terrible things. But I am no traitor. If you knew who was running Omega, and I believe you already do, you would not even have to ask me that question. I am not a traitor to my country. Despite their slogans and mantras, Omega are not who we are.
Are you certain of that?
Look at the files. Learn something of their work. There you will find your answers as to why I am choosing to do what I am doing.
I will, soon. Stay safe. You will hear from me again.
Of the Worlds, Maxis records a personal log airing her deep concerns about Omega Group's plans.
I am troubled in ways I was not yesterday. The information I have received from the Soviet informant has confirmed that Omega's plans are further advanced than even I had feared previously. Omega's leader clearly seeks to control the bridges between this and the other world. He may well be succeeding. Their internal propaganda claims to offer men the opportunity to become heroic explorers of a brave new frontier. Like the cosmonauts whose first journeys into space shocked the world. Even if they had a choice, these men have little idea or understanding of the fate that awaits them. The horror laid out in the other documents makes clear the truth of their glorious contributions. They, like so many before them, are being used. They are miners at the coalface, stricken by blackened lungs, not cosmonauts reaching for the stars. Their bodies, their minds, their very souls, all of it will be ravaged in Omega's relentless pursuit to harness Ethereum. Weaver must know of this.
Alright, last one. Worse than Bat and Rogue. Peck interrogates Maxis.
William Peck.
Well, you're very perceptive, Miss Maxis, even with the blindfold.
I thought I smelled bullshit as soon as the door opened, but no. It's just a cheap aftershave. It can't disguise the stink of your sweat.
What can I say? This environment is more humid than I would like. It's worse than Baton Rouge at the height of summer.
We're not here to discuss your sartorial failings. Let's get this over with.
Over with? No, my dear. Nothing is ending anytime soon. Not for you, not for me. Besides the restraints on your wrists and ankles, you feel the electrodes on your body. Yes? Of course you do. You're a smart girl. Who is your informant? Who told you about our work here? Who was it who dared betray me?
Does it bother you? Not having any friends?
Friends are overrated. They can't pay the bills.
You do realize the Milgram experiment only showed how subservient people could be when challenged by an authority figure.
Any more smart comments to make?
Yeah. Whose bitch are you?
Is she okay? Dude, poor Maxis, dude. That sounds rough as fuck. Omega Portal Blueprint. A schematic of Peck's masterpiece, the portal to the Dark Ether Dimension, annotated by Ravenov. Omega Portal Chamber, Outpost 25. Omega has created a stable gateway to the other dimension. Blueprint is old. It is fully operational now. They're sending people through every day to gather resources. OPC usage rules. Dimensional travel is restricted to Omega personnel only. Lies. They are forcing civilians and POWs to do this. After dimensional travel, personnel must undergo mandatory 7-day quarantine. Another lie. If you come back alive, you go back next day. Dimensional travel limited to 30 minutes. If you are in group, they will send you through for 3 hours. Ethereum crystal collection restricted to 10 kg. If your group does not come back with minimum 20 kg, you are sent back. Medical evaluation required if traveler shows any symptoms of infection. Medical evaluation only happens in extreme cases. If symptoms are minor, no doctor for you. Approved for collection: Ethereum crystals, biological specimens, botanical specimens, geological specimens, liquid samples. 120883, Dr. William Peck. Omega propaganda poster. A poster calling for volunteers to brave the new frontier of the Dark Ether dimension and secure the power of Ethereum for Mother Russia. Join your comrades. Be brave. Be strong. Be true. Only we can secure our future. Become an Ethernaut today. Ethereum Effects Report. Report from Kukle on the suffered by some miners from exposure to Ethereum. Physical effects of Ethereum mining. Author Dr. Dmitry Kukle. Summary. Almost 2 weeks have passed since civilian volunteers took over Ethereum mining duties from our Spetsnaz operators. Ethereum crystal collection is up 237%, but we have also confirmed prolonged exposure to the Dark Ether incurs in physical and mental toll. Preliminary findings as follows. Each miner who ventures into the Dark Ether is given a medical and physiatric examination upon return. At present, completion rate is 76%, meaning a quarter of Ethereum miners sent through Dr. Peck's Omega Portal chamber are lost and presumed dead. Those who return report having been in the Dark Ether much longer than the recorded absence. We begin equipping them with chronometers and confirm that the time passes at different rate in the Dark Ether than in our own dimension. We are now restricting exposure by shortening excursion duration. Dr. Peck is trying to determine the precise nature of this relativistic effect, but so far has no answers to this mystery. The effects of Ethereum exposure vary greatly from individual to individual. Some miners return completely healthy. Others exhibit physical symptoms akin to mild rotation poisoning. A handful returned fully necrotized and had to be put down. Multiple excursions increase the likelihood and severity of symptoms, especially for those who encounter Dark Ether creatures or consume food or drink from the other side. And yet we have no operators who have made dozens of excursions and still show no sign of infection. One specific effect we are struggling with is memory corruption. Some Ethereum miners on prolonged or repeated excursions return with gaps in long-term memory. A few eventually forget who they are or what they are doing. I have correlated the severity of this condition with increased Ethereum levels in blood and brain tissue, but the precise physiological mechanism of memory corruption remains elusive. Dr. Peck is currently working on a device to restore memories obscured by Ethereum contamination. Unfortunately, the link between exposure time and physical mental deterioration leaves little hope of recovering those MIA Omega operators who initially carried out Ethereum mining and failed to return. Dr. Dmitry Kukle, Exoscientific Phenomenon Research Assistant, Omega Group. Ethereum Reactor Blueprint, a schematic of Outpost 25's Ether Reactor, annotated by Ravenov. Ether Reactor, Exoscientist Research Omega. Entire base is run on new energy source. Kremlin believes it is energy of the future. New Omega energy source derived from Ethereum makes nuclear power look primitive. 1984, Dr. William Peck. And now we got some radio transmissions. D-Machine. So now we got Code In. Please answer. I know you are listening.
I am alive. Yes. Still alive. Hear me. I really do hope that you can hear me. Yes, it is me. Please answer. I know you are listening. Code out. I'm not worthless. I'm not nothing.
relentless. I am here, and I have been waiting.
I don't know how long I've been waiting for an answer, but I haven't had one yet. I know you are there. I know. But I am here, and I have been waiting for a long time. How long, I don't know. The days are blurred. The nights are relentless. Is it a week? Is it a month? More? It all seems so long ago. Not too long ago. I hope.
Yikes. Monsters are real. I hide in shadows.
Monsters are real. I used to have nightmares about them. And I told myself I was being foolish. I was wrong. I'm not scared. I have overcome much worse things. I will take their power from them by using it. Now, I hide in shadows, like they did when I was a child. I found shelter. I found food. I do what I need to in order to survive. Tomorrow will be a better day. I will choose to believe that.
Hey. The perpetual night. I want to get it out.
The perpetual night brings dark thoughts inside me. I want to get it out. I don't understand why. I am not spiteful. I am just... I am only me.
The light within. It's always dark here.
I am
She's going crazy in these. It's kind of sad. I don't like this.
dark here. I used to worry that morning would never come. But now, I choose to embrace the darkness, to find the light within myself. I am not a bad person. I am a good soul. I want to believe that. I have to believe that. I wish I could prove it. Maybe I shouldn't. Why do I care what they think of me? I'm just sorry. They do not really know me.
Thank you, young AV. I really appreciate the comment. Blood on my hands. I have a knife. I do not remember where it came from.
When I opened my eyes, there was blood on my hands. I stared at it, not knowing if it was mine. Then I saw the bodies. Omega soldiers. They looked like victims of a frenzied attack. An attack that continued even after they were dead. I have a knife. I do not remember where it came from. I just want to go home.
Alright, last one. A bad dream. I am lost. Please find me.
This is a dream. A bad dream. It has to be. That's what I tell myself. Even if it isn't true. What is happening? Why is it happening? I don't know. I don't know anything. I am lost. Please find me. Please.
Oh shit. Alright, so that's it for Maxis. We are on our last Dark Ether, 26 more intel. Yay. And actually I forgot that these aren't actually too annoying, so thank fuck. Yay, we're almost done. D-Machine. Alright, so Fedorov. Lost Souls Fedorov? I was a different man when I enlisted.
Patrick Fedorov, the freighter, Omega. My squad just returned from the dark place. Well, not all of us did. They sent us to gather Ethereum crystals. It's like picking wildflowers in hell. And of course we say yes, because we are Spetsnaz. Refusal is not an option. Not if you want to maintain your career. But it's not gone well. I have lost more friends here than I did in Afghanistan. No career is worth that. If this is what it takes for me to make sergeant, I can only guess what the colonel has done to get where he is. I was a different man when I enlisted. I wanted to travel as far from home as possible. And I feared nothing. This mission has cured me of both.
Souls Kozlov. I know something out there is watching me.
Ivan
Yep, or now.
Prisoner number 136778. I was transferred here from Perm 35 labor camp last month. Somehow, I have survived 5 trips into the darkness to get at the fucking crystals. 5. That bastard American doctor even called me Lucky Ivan. He forced us through his gateway at gunpoint. Shot the first man who dared to say "Niet." So in go 9 of us. Only Lucky Ivan comes back. And now, I'm in this hellish place on trip number 6. And, I cannot find the exit. Did they close it? Did they get tired of waiting for me? These crystals are heavy. I do not know where I am. And I know something out there is watching me. Not so lucky, after all.
Lost Souls, Tobias. Truth be told, I do not hate this work.
Tobias Hoffman, Sergeant. I was captured on a covert mission in the DDR. My superiors had to deny they ever heard of me. The Stasi interrogated me. I gave them nothing. So they threw me in a Dresden prison for 2 years. And now, a KGB unit I never heard of before has me hunting for damned monsters in this nightmare world they have discovered. They brought Asa prisoners, political dissidents and common criminals, to gather strange minerals from this place. But I have skills the others do not, so they make me hunt specimens for their American scientists. It makes sense. Why risk their own soldiers when they have someone as utterly expendable as me? So I kill their specimens and drag them back for study. The American is giddy with these new playthings. He promises to reward me, but I know his words are empty. Strange man. I swear he feels more kinship for these creatures than he does for other people. Truth be told, I do not hate this work. Dangerous, yes, but better than rotting in a jail cell.
Lost Souls, Olga. Am I falling apart?
My name is Olga. It is Olga. Olga. Damn it, I cannot remember last name. I was pulled out of labor camp to mine crystals. I was healthy then. But I think crystals make me sick. First came nightmares. I am chair.
I am box. I am table. Maybe it does not seem scary, but it is. Then came fevers and pain. Now parts of skin look like wood, look like a brick. It is different every morning. Bones are crooked. They bend like rubber. And hair is sticking together like tails of rats. Am I falling apart? Or am I turning into something else?
Alright, next up are some documents. Firebase C, the stranger reestablishes connection. My friend, glad you are back, though surely you would rather be elsewhere. I know that feeling all too well. Trapped over here for so long, I want to share more of my journal with you to help you understand what I have been through. To prepare you for what you now face, I will contact you soon with more. Day 291. Another entry from the Stranger's Journal recounts their completion of a stronghold in the Dark Ether. Day 291. Completed base of operations. Took forever to gather tools and materials, but at last my little fort is secure. Stockpiled weapons, placed barricades, found components for traps in case creatures come too close. Electric spikes in doorways, gas pipes that shoot flames, and so on. Worried a human may wander into one of them. Perhaps should make warning signs. First time since I arrived that I feel safe. At last I can sleep soundly. Day 3789. The stranger has tamed a hellhound. They are no longer alone. I remember being scared of the burning dogs. They are fast, hunt in packs, kill them and they explode like firebombs. Watch them over the years, learn patterns, behavior, understand them now. I even found an injured one and nursed him back to health. Now he answers my call, watches my back, and I am no longer alone. I call him Cinder. Not a good boy, but as close as it gets over here. Day 4010. The stranger's bond with their hound Cinder grows deeper. Cinder sleeps in a corner I cleared out for him. My fort is always warm. He is my partner. Loyal, protective, if not very smart, hard to remember life without him. We hunt together. I thought keeping him fed would be a challenge, but Cinder is happy devouring my kills, and I am a good provider. Wish I could pet him. Day 6157. The stranger attempts to repair a beverage machine. Found red beverage machine a few days ago. Badly damaged, inner workings broken and exposed. Took it to my workshop. Try to fix. I think I understand the design, but parts beyond repair. Will have to scavenge from other such devices. Would lift my spirits greatly to master this mechanism. So, Juggernog. What's another red? I guess Voltrade? Probably talk about Jug, to be honest. At day 6289, the stranger finds a new device to repair. Found another device today, a kind I have not seen before. Like my drink machine, this one is too damaged to function, and is definitely not for drinks. Disassembling in my workshop now. Best guess, it is something like a kiln or a crucible. Excited by the possibilities. Have applied everything learned from repairing drink machine, but still cannot fix. Considering looking for help. Day 2944. The stranger describes a brief, ghostly visit to a city in Earth's home dimension. Made another brief visit back to the world today. Entire minute passed before I was pulled here again. This time, I was in a city, New York, I think. Tall glass buildings, long cars with fins on tails, neon and chrome everywhere, people rushing through their lives. Still, no one can see or hear me when I am over there. Like a ghost, I pass unnoticed. The world goes on without me. Day 6412. The stranger met another lost soul who gathers items for trade. Ever since my successes with the drink machine and crucible, I have collected more and more machinery and electronics. Confident I can complete transmitter project, have seen enough such devices on my brief excursions home. I know the components and how they should work together. Acquired some parts from another man stranded here. He gathers items for trade, told them about machines I repaired, and he asked to see them. Perhaps I found a kindred spirit. What do you want from me, Mike? I'm in the middle of something, and I'm echoing.
Your stream?
No, but you sound like ass, and I'm echoing.
What?
Yeah, leave. I'm echoing, and you sound like ass. Leave. Yeah, that's what I thought. No, seriously though, Mike, you actually are echoing, so I don't know. Are you using like a different mic? Because that's a little fucked. Anyways. Are you gonna say what you were gonna say, Mike? Mike. Oh, okay. He just left. Alright. Good. Fuck, Mike. Suck it. Anyways, day 6416. The stranger has a confrontation with the traitor. Day, disaster. The traitor arrived unannounced last night. He brought friends. They attacked my fort, avoiding traps. I was a fool to put up warning signs. I fought back, but still they broke in. Cinder came to my aid, but they were ready. I almost burned alive when my only friend exploded. Now, all my machines and components are stolen. Fort can be restored, but I am alone again. What will I do? Damn. Dude, why did they end up fighting him? That sucks. Day 6418. The stranger faces off with the traitor and his gang. Decided to visit traitor even after what he did. I had to try to make peace. He is still human after all. His friends were there. They laughed when I asked for truce. I only wanted to talk, but they were not interested in words. I killed them all. Not proud. Life is rare and precious here. Mine most of all. I know there is still good in humanity, but the longer I am here, the less I remember what it is. Now we got our radio transmissions, and we only got one, as all the other ones are from D Machine. Without orders, I fear I am losing. Piotr.
How long have I gone without orders? How long without purpose? I fear I am losing. Not just a war, but losing myself. There were soldiers, an army. One I recognized, but hoped I would never see again. I am afraid that wherever I go, I may not come back.
Yeah, you hear that, Mike? Fuck you. I hope your PS5 breaks. The Google image. Well, I did see that he was on the PS5 when he joined the party. So.
Nah, he photoshopped that.
Yeah, true. You're right. He photoshopped my eyes. So, Omega Canister, which is our last one, considering the radioactive nature of Ethereum and the undesirable effects on those exposed to it, Omega Group developed special canisters to ensure the crystals could be handled safely. And that's it, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the Season 1 Reloaded Intel. Season 2 drops in now 4 hours, because this took like 2 hours. And as you can see, there's 13 Rec Room, 7 Omega, 7 Maxis, 13 Dark Ether. I will go ahead and get all of that done, as well as I need to do the 3 Express. I don't know when they're dropping Apocalypse. I don't think they're dropping it today, are they? I don't think so, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah, and the only reason why Express took so long is because this game is broken, and literally only yesterday when they dropped the, like, pre-Season 2 update, it finally started working. Like, me and Anthony tried like 4 times. But either way, that's it for me. Go fuck yourselves. Most likely I'll do the Express Onslaught Intel next. And who knows? Fuck it. We'll see what happens. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys later. I'm gonna go drink some water, cry myself to sleep, and smoke a cigarette, and fuck Mike.